Hey y'all, welcome to today's video. So, if you watched my video testing out a few items from Flower Beauty, then y'all know I was so shocked I said we got to do a full face. So, this came in, I did a full haul, so we have everything we need to do a full face. So we're going to test out this brand, see what we think about the rest of their products, because the ones that I tried I was like shocked. So, alright, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so up first for primer, this is the Flower In Your Prime Illuminating Primer. I think the packaging is really cute, this little gold accent and stuff, but why the sticker is going over the lid, that's kind of aggravating. Like, you have to peel the sticker back so you can open it, and then what do you do with it after that? Like, do you just peel the whole thing off? Okay, so the primer is actually kind of colored, it looks like. Let's see if it smells like it's supposed to be illuminating. Not really smelling anything. Yeah, it has like no smell to me. Feels okay. I don't know if I used enough. Let me go in with a little more. Feels like, I don't know, it's like my face, it like didn't cover my face. Are we illuminated?
Like a treasure from a sunken pirate wreck.
I can't really tell. I know it's not like shimmery or anything like a lot of illuminating primers are, so but maybe it's giving us a subtle like just moisturized glow. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Alright, so for foundation I got the Light Illusion Luminous. Okay, my letters are like rubbed off. Do y'all see right here? The letters are like missing, but it's supposed to say Luminous Makeup, but like it's like it got rubbed off. So, but anyways, I got the color Natural Beige. I wasn't sure what color I'd be, so let's hope this is right. And again, the packaging's super cute, the little gold flower detail. Love. Okay. Oh, and we got a little pump, which is nice. So I've got my Wet Beauty blender. So we're going to go in, we'll try 2 pumps. That's probably about 2 pumps. It didn't really come out as much at first, so uh-oh. Again, it looks like I might have went a little too light. I always go too light. When I order it online and I like have never used the brand before, I never know what shade to get, and I always end up getting too light of a color. They just look so much darker online, I think. Like the swatches, like I'm not that dark. And then it comes in and it's like, your face does not match your body. You are that dark. Not that I'm dark, but I'm that dark. I should have got like the next shade down. Hair's out of control today, y'all. Okay, it's blending out really pretty. It is very luminous, like it's glowy, but I do really like it. It's got good coverage. It seems to be blending out okay. It still looks a little light, but, and my tan is fading too. Like you can see it's starting to get splotchy, so it's time for me to redo my tan, and it still is a little too light. If I had a fresh tan, it would probably be really light. Just so aggravating because you pay for a whole thing of foundation, and then if it's the wrong color, I mean, I'm sure there's probably like somewhere where it's like send it back and get the right color, but who's gonna go through all that? Okay, this blended out so pretty. Like, I really think this is a pretty foundation. Okay, love that. Up next, we'll jump in with some concealer. So this is the concealer that I got. It's the Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. I got the shade Fair, which is probably gonna be wrong too. Actually not, but judging by my judgment on picking colors, it's gonna be wrong. And I can't even get the thing open. Also, about to just pull my hair up in one of these scrunchies. Also, today my eyes are looking super dark, which is strange. I have days where they look really dark, and it's like, it freaks me out because they're not normally that color. So this is what our concealer looks like. Pretty packaging. And if you don't know about Flower Beauty, I probably should have said this in the beginning, but it's Drew Barrymore's makeup brand. So, and she's all about like enhancing your own beauty. Like her little motto says, you're already beautiful, now let's play. So basically like, let's just have fun with makeup, but you don't need it to be beautiful, which is kind of cute. I like that. She seems like she'd be, I mean, like I know her, but from her movies and stuff, she always comes off like she'd be a really nice person, but who knows? She seems like she'd be a sweet person. One of my absolute favorite movies she just happens to be in. It's not like one of my favorite movies with her in it, but it's literally like might be my favorite movie. Not my favorite, but like definitely top 3 maybe. But Ever After, it's like a Cinderella story, but like a real version, or supposedly the real version. And it's not like, you know, magical and stuff. It's like an actual like true, like it could be a true story. And I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Like I could watch it every day. I love it so much because she ends up getting her stepmom and her stepsister. In that version, there's only really one stepsister that's mean. The other one's kind of just like tries to be her friend, but she ends up getting them back. And I love it so much. And it's like an actual love story. Like it's not just like she goes to a dance and meets a prince and falls in love one night and then doesn't see him again until he marries her. Like it's an actual like love story. I love it so much. Now I gotta go watch it. I feel like I need to go watch it again. I just bought it on Amazon Prime. Now I'm like wanting to go watch it again. I just watched it a couple days ago, but it's such a good story. Such a good movie and story, but okay. Concealer looks actually really pretty too. It has good coverage, but it blends out good too, which I like. Not like you blend it out and it disappears. And it's not like it's so strong coverage that you like have to keep trying to blend all over your face just to get it to blend out. So it's actually really good. I really like this. Let's move on to setting powder. So this is their Miracle Matte Translucent Finishing Powder. This looks ginormous. Why does this look so huge? This looks huge. And the packaging is very different. Like, I've never seen anything shaped like this before. It kind of gives me like 80s vibes, which I'm sure she was, like that was probably like her time was probably like her 80s. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. I'm saying she was probably like a teenager during the 80s. So that's like her favorite time. I'm just going to quit talking because I don't know how to word it right. She likes 80s stuff is basically what I'm trying to say. This definitely gives me like 80s vibes. Just, I don't know what it is, but it definitely does. But it's very cute, I think. I don't even know how to open this. Pull up. Ooh, this scares me. I'm not sure what's going to be on the inside. Oh, you can twist it too. Okay. Okay, so this huge lid, and then it's like a tiny little actual container. So it gives you one of these little fluffs, which I don't like. Maybe I'll give this to my daughter to play with because I can't stand those little things. Okay. Thank you for giving us an easy pull tab. This is what it looks like. I don't know. I will say this is very hard to work with. Like I mean the packaging's cute, but like it's not easy to take on and off, especially when there's powder inside that is going to go everywhere if you like yank it off. Like I feel like if I yank it, it's going to go everywhere. Okay, so I kind of shook some powder out. So let's see how our translucent powder works. I guess if you had the fluffy thing in there, you would just keep it on there and kind of shake it onto it. But since I'm not using that, it makes it difficult if you're not using the fluffy pad that comes with it. Performance-wise, I don't know. I don't quite know about this. It's setting my makeup really good. It's almost like it's making my concealer go away. Like I can see a little bit of darkness now. Like the brightening is gone. That part, I'm not so sure about. It's like going up my nose. So, meh. I'd say meh to the powder. The packaging's hard to use. Cute, but just not really functional. And then it's like it set my makeup okay, but it kind of took it's not very brightening, I guess. It like took my concealer coverage down just a little bit, which I don't like. Some powders do that on me. Not sure why, but if you're someone who likes more of a bright under eye, you might not like that as much because it kind of takes away the brightness. Let's move on to bronzer. So this is the Flower Heatwave Luminous Bronzer. Sunswept, I guess is the color. course, we got another sticker. Oh, it's one of those that break. This looks like a really pretty, I like the packaging. Packaging's really cute. And it looks like a good bronzer, but we'll see how it looks on. Sometimes in the pan they look awesome and then it's like, where are you? So it's definitely a lighter bronzer than what I'm used to using. I'm getting that feel from her makeup. It's a little more of a natural look and less of a like glam look and more of just a natural, which natural's good for every day, but if you're like me, you like to just glam it up when you can. Sometimes I just want to look glamorous even if I'm staying in my house taking care of my kids. If I happen to catch a glimpse of myself walking by a mirror or something, I don't want to look like the Walking Dead. Okay, it's blending out really pretty actually. I like the color. It's not as bronzy as I normally use, but it is really pretty and it's showing up. And it says luminous, but it's not like an overbearing, like shiny, glittery bronzer. It's more of like just a subtle glow. So I really like that too. Seems like all of her things say luminous, but they're not like sparkly or like shimmery. They're just kind of glowy, like natural. This kind of helps bring the foundation color a little closer to my rest of my body, but still a teeny bit off, but that's okay. I'll make it work. Alright, so let's contour the nose with this same bronzer, which I feel like is going to be a little harder because it's more, I don't know, it's not as deep of a bronzer, so I'm going to kind of have to try to build it up a little. It's going to be more of a subtle contour, definitely. It's not like one dip in the pan and done. It's like you got to kind of build it up. Do y'all ever get like it's like I got a dry pocket all of a sudden in my throat and it was just like, it's like a dry patch out of nowhere, which is weird, but okay. Bronzer, I like, pretty natural, goes on pretty good. It's not like as dark as I'm used to using. They might have had a darker shade, I don't remember, but it works pretty good. I like it. Okay. Up next for blush, this is called the Flower Pots Powder Blush. And it's super cute packaging again, a lot like the bronzer. And you'll see the highlight coming up that I've already tried out in my other video. They're all pretty similar and they're really cute. Okay, so I got the shade Warm Hibiscus. Had a few different shades and the way the pictures were online was very confusing to me. In one picture, it would look like a completely different color than in the other picture, but it was supposed to be the same color, but they did not look the same. So I could not really tell what the colors were going to look like. They didn't have them labeled either. Like they just had like group shots of the blushes. So when you clicked on a color, you didn't know which color in that group it was. And it was just kind of, I don't know, it was confusing. What is this? They like glued the packaging to this thing. It is not wanting to come off. Oh my gosh. Really? And now we got this like, y'all already know I cannot stand that. Can't stand it. Anyways, how cute. Very cute little package. And this is the color, which turned out to be the color I wanted to get, but I didn't know if I was getting the right one, but it looks super pretty. It's kind of like a shimmery corally peach. Let's try this out and see. It says soft satin finish and buildable color. So yeah, it's definitely not as pigmented. Trying to build it up though. It is a little shimmery, which I'm not usually a shimmery blush type of person, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. It's like not showing up. I feel like the shimmer is showing up and the color isn't. Like it's barely. I don't know. Not crazy about the blush, not gonna lie. Not my favorite blush. It's because I like more of a matte blush and I like a blush that's gonna like show up instantly, not one that I have to keep like trying to build up and then it's like more shimmer than color. I don't know. Up next for highlight, this is one of the products that I already tested out in my other video that made me like, whoa, I got to try out a full face because this stuff works so good. So this is the Pyramids cheek color, and this is the shade Peach Glow. I couldn't tell whether it was supposed to be a blush or a highlight because it says cheek color. It's got like some blushy colors, but it also has like highlight. So I was confused when I tried it. But when I tried it, it looked more like a highlighter to me. It didn't really have any color. It had more shimmer, which I'm finding this was kind of similar, so maybe the blushes just are like that. But when I looked online, it said it's kind of like a blush and highlight in one, so it's kind of, again, like a shimmery blush. So I don't really like it as a blush, but I do like it a lot as a highlight. So, I mean, it just is gorgeous. Like, look at this. Look how pretty that is. It's just like a super pretty, glowy, gorgeous. Love. See, like as a blush, that would not look right to me. As a highlight, so pretty, super intense. And I'm gonna do just a little bit down the nose and on the tip of the nose, like that. We'll come back. Oh, I see something like floating in my eye. There's nothing there. It's like I see like a hair or something floating right here. Weird. Okay, we'll come back to the highlight, maybe to do like the brow bone and stuff after we do the shadow. So for brows, they had this. This is called the Skinny Micro Brow Pencil. And I got the shade Espresso. So this looked real interesting because, let me just show y'all. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's kind of an odd little triangle shape. But so on one end, you have a super fine, which I love, micro brow pencil. On the other end, you have this. It's like a brush. Do y'all see this? I have never seen brow brush before. I mean, it does work pretty good. So I guess it'll blend out our stuff like a spoolie would. Kind of combs the brows. I just have never seen anything like this. So I was like, it's like a little toothbrush or like a little, I don't know. It's cute, but it confused me. But anyways, seems like it'll work. Let's go in with the pencil. And again, mine is in the shade Espresso. Hopefully this will be the right color. Okay, it's definitely dark. I'm barely touching and it's like there. I'm starting to run low on my other brow pencil that I really, really love. The realer one. I went to go click it up and it was like this is the end of the tube. And I was like, no, already? So I got to go stock up on those because it is my favorite. But this one, I'm actually kind of surprised about. It's working pretty good. It is very dark, but I don't think it looks terrible with my hair color. So we'll see how the front works because y'all know that's always my true test because that's the tricky part. Okay. Does seem a little harder to fade like in the beginning of the brow, and I'm not really sure about this brush. It feels like it works really good for this part of my brow, but in the beginning where it's really sparse and I'm trying to like add a little more shape, kind of just blends it away. So not sure about that. Not crazy about this beginning part. And I'm trying to be really light-handed, but it's such a dark color that is kind of hard to do. Okay. Overall, and that brow doesn't look terrible, but it's a little dark for me, and a little bold because it wasn't kind of faded in the beginning, but let's try this one. Y'all know that brows are my least favorite part of the whole makeup routine. Every day when I do my makeup, dread doing the brows because they're so like precise and you can't just like do it fast or you'll mess it up. And if your brows look bad, your whole face looks bad in my opinion, because it's like what people look at. I think when you look at someone, like you immediately see their eyes and brows, I think. So yeah, this is just, it's a little waxy maybe is the problem. Like it's so waxy that it goes on really dark, but then it rubs away super easy too because it's like wax. It doesn't really blend. It just kind of is either there or gone. Okay, I'm gonna quit messing with the brows. Not my favorite. Don't hate it, but it's a little dark for me and a little too hard to blend in the front. But okay, let's move on to our next product. So this is, they had a few different eyeshadows to choose from, but this one looked like the closest to like colors that I like. So this is a little Petal Play Shadow Quad, and oh, the shade is called Berrymore, like Drew Barrymore, but it's berry, like the food, the fruit, Berrymore. That's cute. Okay, again, the little flower beauty gold is cute. So these are the colors, really pretty. We have some mattes and some shimmers because a lot of times in cheaper makeup brands or more drugstore makeup brands, or like when I did the dollar store makeup, you cannot find matte eyeshadows. It's like they want to make everything shimmery, like the blush, everything. So far, all her stuff has been illuminating, but it hadn't really been shimmery, except the blush. But like, I was so glad these have mattes in them. So for this look, I think what we'll do, I think we'll just go in first with this nudish color, like a pinky nude, and we'll pop that in the crease. Okay, the color is really pigmented, but it's kind of like it blends away. Do y'all see that? It's like it went on really dark, and then it was like, see, like it's super dark at first, and then when you try to blend it out, it's like it kind of is just gone. Okay, not terrible. That color works pretty good. I mean, I can definitely see it. It's a good transition color. And y'all, my eyelids are like flaking off and dry because I tried to use one of the liquid eyeshadows from Too Faced. I have another color, but I wanted to try out a different color, and y'all, that stuff would not blend out, and I was sitting here like scrubbing and scraping my eye to try to get it to blend, and it turned into like literally rubbing my skin off. And so now my skin is like flaking and peeling on my eyelids because I really hurt my eyelids trying to blend that eyeshadow out. That's really bad when like an eyeshadow like does damage to your eyelids because it's so hard to blend. But I mean, I can't really blame them. It's supposed to be like waterproof and everything. It just like was instant. But y'all can check that video out and see all that. It was crazy. Okay, so next we'll go into this dark berry color, and I'm gonna pop that on the outer corner. See what I mean about the color? Like it goes on dark and then it just kind of like it goes away and it just leaves a teeny bit left. See, like it goes on dark and then it's like, where'd you go? Not crazy about the eyeshadow, not gonna lie. Or at least this one, just not crazy about it. I mean, you can make it work, but it definitely feels like some of the eyeshadows that I try to use on the cheaper end, like Dollar Tree, because it's just not wanting to, I don't know, it's like it's too powdery. It doesn't really stick, but we'll try to make it work. Okay, up next, so we've got this shimmer here, and then we've got this really pretty highlight. I don't think I want to use this one. I think I just kind of want to go in with this highlight color. So I'm going to take my pencil brush and we're going to pop some right here on the brow bone. That's a pretty color. It's very subtle. It doesn't look like how it looks in the pan. It's like, whoosh, but on it's like barely really anything. Okay, so we'll just kind of highlight the brow bone with that a little bit, and then let's do the inner corner. Yeah, this is like barely showing up. Not too good. Let's go back to our highlight and try to use that because this other just isn't really showing. The highlight, I think, works really good. So, okay. Yeah, that looks better. So, highlight on the inner corner a little bit to brighten up our eyes. A little bit up here on the brow bone. Okay, yeah. Not a huge fan of this. It's just kind of like a mess. It didn't really, it's kind of too powdery to really do anything with. But, alright. Up next, they had this Forever Wear Winged Liner. The color I got is All Nighter, which is a black. This looks like a felt tip, like marker eyeliner. Oh, I don't know what is wrong with my throat today. Oh, okay. It looks like kind of like a felt tip marker, which I love for eyeliner. That's my favorite type of eyeliner. Oh, yes. Look at that. That is exactly what I love. So shake it a little bit and let's go in with this and hopefully we like it. Ooh. Okay, I really love this so far. It's gliding on like butter. I just tried one out from Kat Von D that supposedly looks like this, but that's the tip of that one. And y'all, it did not go on like this. Like, it was like dried up. I don't know if I got a bad one or what, but it did not come out. Like, it was like dry. This one is going on like butter. Love this. Super dark. Look how easy that was to do that wing. Look how easy. Perfect. So easy. Okay. I'm normally not the best at liner. Especially with wings, they're always like, one's pointing up and one's pointing down, and it looks like I still did that, but whatever. For the most part, the pencil or the pen or whatever, love this liner. This liner works amazing. I just happen to not be on it today, but the liner, like that went on like butter. It worked so good. Love that. Okay, up next, this is another liner. It's one that I used in my first video of trying like a couple products. Loved this for the waterline. Did not like it at all for the actual lid, but this liner was amazing. So evidently she seems to have really good liners because I love that one. Love this one for the waterline. It's the Kohl. That's So Kohl, and it looked like on their website this was like last call, like they're getting rid of it, which is sad because it's got like a fat tip. But I just love it for the waterline because it's so easy because it's a fat tip. It doesn't poke your eye, and it's super dark, and it lasts like all day. So I went ahead and they had another color. They had this nude color. So I got this one for the waterline in that same type of liner, but it's just in nude. Because I thought, yes, for the waterline, like we got a nude one too. So this wasn't called nude. I think it was called, what color was this? Does it even have a color on it? I don't think it really has a color. Anyways, this is the nude one. So we're going to use this on the waterline and see what we think. Okay, this is more shimmery, so I'm not seeing, I mean, you can see it when I go like that, but then when my lid is normal, you can't see it because it's like shimmery. Do y'all see? It's got like a sheen to it. I was thinking it was going to be like a matte nude. So when I look down, there it is. Like from this angle, you can't see it at all, which this is the angle that you would be looking at me. So that's a little aggravating. If they would have made this just in a straight up, like flat, like the matte, like the black one, like a flat, like matte nude, it would have worked so good. Because it went on really well, you just can't see it. See that? Okay, well, maybe from certain angles, I don't know. Let's move on to their mascara. So this was called Warrior Princess, and the color I got is Royal Black. Do y'all see my eyeliner is, my eye's watering and it like is running. So I don't know how well it's going to hold up with my watery eyes. Anyways, the wand on this, if you can see the picture right here, looked like my Too Faced, and I was like, okay, gotta try this and see. It had super good reviews and ratings. So, blush, volume, and thickness. So, this is what it looks like. Feels like a giant mascara. Guess it's not. It's the same size as the Too Faced. It just feels huge for some reason. Okay, this is the wand. Very similar to the Too Faced wand. So let's hope and pray it works like the Too Faced, because that would be awesome. Of course, I get it on my eyelid. Y'all, I'm a mess. Okay, so at like initial first layer, first coat, I got some on my lid, y'all, and y'all just have to excuse me because I'm a mess. But why am I saying upon? So, oh my gosh, I can't talk. The first coat looks really good. It's not quite the Too Faced, but I mean, look at that. It's really good. I mean, it is working super good. The lashes look long and full. Like, look at that. Let's do the bottom. Okay, so it seems like her liners and her mascara work really good. Got to try to fix this spot. Messed up. Q-tips come majorly in handy if you mess up a lot like me, because they can get in places that your fingers like too big for. So this would be the third coat, and I feel like if I put any more, they're gonna get too clumpy. So I mean, it works really good, I will say. That's a really good mascara. Okay, so liners and mascaras so far are pretty good. I feel like all the pigmented products, like the blush, bronzers, eyeshadows, those kind of things, I don't like as much because they're a little, like, I don't know, too powdery and they don't show up good. But eyeliners and mascaras are awesome. Okay, so next we'll go in with our lip liner. I got the shade Rose. This is called Petal Pout, which is cute. And maybe the lip liners will work. What is wrong with my talking today? Maybe the lip liners. Oh, it's got a little quote in here under the lip liner. It says, "Kisses, even to the air, are beautiful." That's cute. So hopefully the lip liner will work good like the eyeliners do. So it's got a little sharpener on one end. That's nice. And then the other end is a little roll up lip liner. Okay, so let's see what Rose. Okay, this is like bright. The lip liners were just like the same as the blushes. They were all kind of like in a picture together and they weren't individually labeled, so I didn't know if I was picking the right shade. Like, I saw the one I wanted in the picture, but I didn't know what color it was to click on, so I kind of guessed. This is looking a little pinker than I thought, and it's like clashing with my sweater. I don't know about this color. The feeling is super creamy. It's gliding on really nice. I just think the shade is like, when y'all look at this, this looks like a dusty mauve, does it not? But then on it's like hot pink. Like, look at that. That is hot pink. That is crazy. Does not look like the same color, but okay. The last product, where did that thing go? Don't see it anywhere. Oh, over here. So, in my other video, I tested out this Petal Pout lip mask and I loved it. It felt great. So I wanted to try out an actual like matte lip from them this time. So I got this flower and it's just called Miracle Matte Lip. And the shade I got is English Rose. So let's hope the color's not crazy. Ooh, it has like a good vanilla smell. Okay. It's a little lighter than the lip liner, but it's still like pink. It looked like I was getting a pretty mauve, like a nudish mauve color. But no, that is like pink. Got like bright pink lips. Will say, as far as the formula goes, it feels awesome on my lips. Like, it's already drying, but it's not dry feeling. Like, it just feels like there's nothing on my lips at all. Okay, really love the formula. And now that it's dry, it really looks like the liner and the lips are, the liner and the, why do my lips always look so crooked? It's like I have to overdraw this side to make it look even. I don't know. My lips just, something's off. The shape of these lips are a little crazy. I don't know. Anyways, the color of the liner and the matte lip now looks like identical once the matte dried. But overall, not my favorite color. The formula feels great. Love the way this feels. Just wish it would have been more of a nudie color, which I thought I was getting. I mean, this looked kind of like a nude, but it's like hot pink on my lips. So definitely don't match my shirt, but I would definitely pick this up in a different color, like a nude color, because this feels awesome. It's not going anywhere at all day, but you can't feel it at all on your lips. Like, my lips don't feel dried out or anything. Ooh, I love that. Okay. I would definitely be interested in finding a more neutral, nudish color in that, because I love the feel of this. If y'all are someone who likes a good matte lip that you can't feel on your lips, that's going to stay all day, I would definitely pick that up. That feels awesome. Just not my color. Alright, our last product is the Flower Seal the Deal Luminizing Setting Spray. So this is what it looks like. Very cute little package. Alright. Ooh. And the mister is like, do y'all see this? Look. It's like super fine and good. Like you can't even feel it on your face. The smell, I'm not really noticing like a strong scent. It just has like a good smell, like a fresh smell. I can't even feel it on my face. It's so fine. Like my face doesn't feel wet, but I just sprayed a bunch on my face. So that was everything. All right. So this is our finished look. Overall, it was a mix for me. I had products I loved and products not so much. So now that I've done everything, the full face, what I think is primer. Couldn't really tell if I liked it or not. It seemed to work pretty good, so I'd say like the primer, okay. The foundation I think was super pretty. It went on good, blended out good. The coverage was awesome, felt good on the face. I definitely liked the foundation. Concealer. I liked it when I put it on, but then it's like it went away. I don't know if that was because of the setting powder or if it's just how the concealer is, but not sure how I feel about the concealer and the setting powder. I don't know. I'm still have mixed feelings about this. I don't think it really did anything. It set my makeup, but not crazy about it. The bronzer, I think is a pretty bronzer. It's more natural. But I think it turned out okay. It's not as dark as I like, but I like it. The blush, not a huge fan. Too shimmery for me, not enough color. So, highlight, love. Love, love, love. Loved this from the first time I tried it in my last video. But like, it's just such a pretty highlight, I think. The brow pencil, I mean, for me personally, because I'm sparse in the beginning, it didn't work that well in the beginning. And the color is a little too dark, I think, for me. But it wasn't awful. It just isn't my favorite either. It's just, The eyeshadow, unfortunately, I just feel like it's too hard to blend out. Like, it just didn't really do anything for me. Oh, and I just realized we didn't do the bottom lid. But it was so hard to show up, I don't even know if it would have. Not my favorite eyeshadow. Just too powdery, too hard to get some color built up. Just am not a huge fan of the eyeshadow. The eyeliner was awesome. Y'all need to go grab some because this was awesome. I love this. Now that it's dried, I don't see it running like it was at first. My eyes are super watery, so at first it was definitely like running up here and fraying, but now that it's dried, it's not doing that. So these liners, the kohl liners, obsessed with this black one for the waterline. This nude one, I'm very disappointed because I thought we were going to get a good nude, but it's just too shimmery to even see. The mascara, I mean, awesome. That showed up. That worked so good, I think. And the lip liner and the lip, love, just not in this color, hot pink. And then the setting spray, super fine, like it. You can't really even feel it on your face. So I don't know how well it's gonna work, but I liked it. That was everything. Overall, as a brand, like I said, I think there's really good products and really products. So I wouldn't recommend, like me personally, I wouldn't do a full face of hers again, just because there are some products I would leave out, but I definitely found some that I absolutely love. So, alright. I hope this video was helpful for y'all. I hope y'all liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please subscribe and click that notification bell. As always, I appreciate all y'all and thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.